become the best that there has ever been. Man, I ain't playing no more. I quit. Best? No. That was old me. I am the new me. I stopped playing completely. Folks, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with Chihayafuru episode 5 reaction, and quite frankly, times change, times they do move on, but they don't always have to move on in a bad way. Now in this case, it's all positive for who I'm assuming is our main protagonist, but it's all negative for, well, I can't say negative because we don't actually know the circumstances of why he quit. But I'm assuming it's a negative, I'm assuming it's a negative reason considering how much he actually loved that game, how much he actually loved to play it. Now again, my thought is that it really boils down to his grandfather. That really boils down to something happening to his grandfather, because quite frankly, his grandfather was his motivation for playing the game, for playing Karuto. Karuta. I keep saying Karuto because I don't know, for some reason it's because the opening sounds so similar to Naruto, alright? But his grandfather was his inspiration for playing Karuta, so maybe it has to do with his grandfather. Then again, it could have completely different reasons. We don't actually know. So I think the best way to go forward is to find out. And how do I find out? Well, I could just Google it, but that would be spoiling it, and then I'd be like, yeah, now I know. Great. What next? Or the second way I could find out is very, very simple, and that's by watching more. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be watching more. I should probably turn that light on, but now I'm already sitting down. I'm too lazy for that, so screw it. I hope it's not too dark. It shouldn't be. Natural light is a good thing too. But yeah, folks, we are going to get started. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Why is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? There we go. All right. If you're watching this on full length, Chihayafuru episode 5. Let's make sure right at the beginning, which we are. Subtitle always on. It's horrible subs after all. We're gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1. They've all got like the biggest eyes you've ever seen in your life. My man. Of course. Of course. How do you describe it? The moment, what you feel when you play Karuta. There you go. That's more like hate. That's more like hate. I don't want to be around with, you two, He fell for her when he was a child. They all did, let's be honest here, but still. There you go. Describes it perfectly. Alright. Let's see. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. You came all the way here. Exactly. What's with those two? By the station. Well, time to run back. Just shoot me. I would just camp outside his house for all night, for the whole time until he's back home. There's no way I'm going back, and like by the time I go back, he's probably leaving the bookstore and going back home, and I just miss him. There is no way you'd catch me doing that. I don't get why he's wearing red. and black striped clothing with a green jacket. Ideally, you should go blue. Anyway. Ah, you're a coward. Well, I mean, to be fair, he does have a girlfriend. Now that's clearly him! Yeah, just stop him! That is the most dangerous thing you could do! He's gonna smash his head on the concrete right now, bro. Sis, whatever. Well, this just turned awkward. This just turned super awkward. No comment, bro. Absolutely not. In tears too. In tears too. Alright, well, the squad is back. The squad is back together. F in the chat. Ah, of course. Why are you here? Ouch! Oof! Oof! Right in the heart. He's not changed that much. He's not changed that much. Go on now, stop being a coward and speak your mind. Well, why are you leaving? No! You're definitely not. You came all the way here. There is no way you're leaving right now. You would have to throw me out the house and I wouldn't leave then. Call the cops and I still wouldn't leave after traveling all this way. He'd probably still beat everyone, but he's not gonna play. No. There we go. Just kicks the card. Alright, Sunny boy. You know, I get not. I get not playing the game, but there's no reason to be a dick. Oh, he can't play. That's what about, yeah. Yeah, y'all need to just all chill, bro. You just saw the reason. Those are cards, bro. Bro, he just kicked some cards. He just kicked some cards, bro. I know he's been a bit rude. I know he's been a bit rude and whatnot, but he just kicked some cards. It's not that serious. I know people always say, oh, you always say it's not that deep, but it's not that deep. That's a terrible way to go. Stroke is always a bad way. Let me guess, he wasn't at home because of a tournament or something. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Don't blame him at all. I would have quit too. I took an extended break. Alright. Well, alright. That's great, oh. Alright, now don't make me emotional here, bro. I totally 100% get your reasoning. Let's read that letter. Let's read it.
私はあなたをカルタの神様みたいに思ってます。会えなければ会えないほど神様になっていくみたいです。
Well.
俺は神様じゃない。そんなんじゃないんや。友達でいたいよ。
That's what I mean. Even if you're not gonna play, you just need your friends. You need your buddies. Oh, he's on the train. They're going. Look out! Look out the window. Uh-oh. Yo, this guy's not as fat. Yo, you did not hear that. Alright, yo. They shouldn't be able to hear you. The train is way too loud. One, two, three. At least the key is this, right? They know he still cares about them, and he knows that he still cares about them. That's the key aspect here. There we go. There we go. Well, you two. It wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. These idiots are just way too lovable. How? That's the thing. How? Let's go. Let's rock and roll. I gotta be in shape too. Aye. Ay caramba. Let's start a competitive karate club. And we already have some people interested in joining. Great. Great. I really enjoyed this episode. This episode really is the one that makes you know that, you know what, you actually really care about these characters. It's only been, what episode is this? 5? 4? 5. It's only been 5 episodes, but already you care about these characters. That's basically what this episode was. It was basically like a, yeah, check. Do you care? Yes, check. Alright. So here's the thing, right? I totally understand his motivation. I totally understand his reasoning. Like I said, I think most of us would have just stopped or took a long break from the game. You know, if that was how it went down, I think a lot of us would have taken a break or stopped entirely. And I don't think it's necessarily like the way they went about it. Right? It's just like, come on, he saw this shrine, right? You know that his grandfather died. You know that his grandfather, inspired him to play. Basically, his joy of the game. His love for the game all comes from his grandfather. So you should know that, right? Let's not kid ourselves. You should know that. That should have been the first thought that came to your mind. But then obviously they went even further with it. Basically, he died this, while you were getting your Class A, certificate 4 years ago. And that's just kind of how it is sometimes. Like, it's often the case where, like, this, it's like I know it's not an actual thing, but like the rule of coincidence. Well, like this, like if you do something every single day, right? The one day you don't do something is like the one day something special happens. Yeah, well, it's like you may go to like the bakery every single day, every single morning, at 6 a.m. You'll go to the bakery and get yourself some some bread or something. And like the one day in your life where you don't go is like the day where the bakery gets robbed or something at the time where you would have normally been there or something. Somewhere along those lines, like it's very strange how life kind of works, where like coincidences just happen to happen, but I don't know if there's like an actual scientific formula or rule or law that explains that. I don't think we could explain that. How could you explain coincidence? It's just happening, So that's the thing, right? And in this case, obviously, the day, he would have improved. It's not just an average tournament. It's not just like him going to a tournament being like, yeah, I'll just go to a tournament. It's not like that. It was the tournament that increased his rank. That made him a better player. That officially increased his rank, his position. It had to be that one. It had to be. Of course, this is a show, but like again, coincidences like this happen all the time in real life too, and it makes sense why he beats himself up for it. Why he's got such a negative view right now on character. That totally understandable. Again, in his shows I would have probably quit or took an extended break maybe for like a couple of months, So I totally understand that. At the end, Chihaya was saying he loves character. Yeah, I mean he's not like he hates the game. He just hates himself. He blames himself. I guess if that's more like he blames. I guess you could say he blames the game for missing. Or for not being there for his grandfather. It's very difficult to word. He blames the game and himself for not being there when his grandfather died. But I mean, he doesn't hate the game. But what I got at the end is that he realizes that these are his friends. And these are the people that he truly cares about. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not just going to be like flipping the switch like that and be like, yeah, I'm going to play character again just because they came to visit him. But I do think that is like the first big step. This is going to put him on the road to recovery. Recovery. It's going to put him on the road to recovery, and maybe a few weeks down the line, a few months down the line, he'll be back in shape. Interesting as well, he got his Class A certificate 3 years ago. 4 years ago was when his grandfather had a stroke. 3 years ago was when he died, and so he got his grade A certificate 3 years ago. It just shows obviously the gap in quality between him playing the game and obviously Chihaya. But also means that he hasn't played since then, so he hasn't really improved since then, I guess. And he should be on a similar, if not the same level as them. Obviously, he is a prodigy, so we'll see exactly, whether or not. There is a point being made at the end by Taichi about Chihaya hearing him, I guess, while he was outside. Is there more to it? Like am I supposed to read more into it, or is that just like a wow? Was that your instinct? Or is that just? Did you just happen to look, or did you actually hear him? Is there more to your hearing? Do you have like some super hearing or something, or like what is going on here? So I don't know whether I'm supposed to interpret that like as being anything more than just not even a throwaway line, but just being anything more to it. I guess that's what I mean. But yeah, besides that, like legitimately. This was just a very good character-focused episode. I mean, they all have been character-focused, but in this case, I would say it was much more on just the personal struggles. Whereas a lot of the other episodes so far have been like the personal challenges and then personal advances, personal character growth, I guess. And this one has been more so about the character establishment, if you want to call that, okay. Highlighting his character, highlighting who he's become, and I guess you could say character regression as well, if you want to call it that, from who he originally was. I mean, I would say it's a character progression rather than a regression. I think any character moving in any sort of way is always a character progression, because quite frankly, the character moves forward, and until like they actually go back to how they used to be, that would be a character regression. But obviously that's not the case here, because he originally loved the game and now he hates it, so it would still be a character. Well, he used to play the game and now he doesn't, I guess, if you want to call it that. You know, so that's ultimately a very, I don't want to say like a very quiet episode, very, you know, somber episode, but it was a very not mild, what's the word I'm looking for? A very calm. It was a very calm episode. It was basically like, I mean, you did have like, you know, the other character too, you know, that then explained it to them, and two children, I guess, that were with her. But like ultimately, it was basically just those three. It was just those three. It was just like, yeah, it's just basically, like I said, it was like a checklist to see, do you care about these characters? If so, this episode, you know, is basically the one where you know for sure, and if not, then this episode is the one where you know for is the camera blurry? Is it better? I don't know. But I guess basically the episode where, you know, do you care for these characters or do you not care for these characters? And ultimately, I care for these characters. So, good to know. Good to know. 5 episodes. Good to establish that. Alright. Well, yeah. That about covers it. The character club has been established. It seemed like at the end we had one person who is interested in joining. So, hey. Hi. Hey. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. That was Chihayafuru, episode 5. What was the episode called again? This was episode 5. Completely missed the title. Oh well. Regardless, folks, I will see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always, bye. Hey everybody, if you liked this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time, everybody, peace out and have a nice day.